Your alarm goes off. You know exactly what you're supposed to do. But before you even open your eyes, your mind has already started negotiating. 5 more minutes. I'll start fresh on Monday. I'm just not a disciplined person. And here's what's strange. The person who wakes up at 5 a.m. and works out, studies, builds their business. They heard the exact same voice this morning, the same resistance, the same tiredness, the same temptation to stay comfortable. So what makes them different? It's not willpower. It's not motivation. And it's definitely not some personality trait you were born without. It's psychology. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand, clearly, what happens inside the minds of extremely disciplined people that most people never see. Most people treat discipline like a feeling. They wait until they feel ready, until they feel motivated, until the timing feels right. But feelings are designed to keep you safe and comfortable, not to help you grow. Psychology calls this present bias, the brain's tendency to value immediate comfort over future reward. It's not a character flaw. It's literally how the human mind is wired. The problem is that most people spend their entire lives obeying that wiring instead of understanding it. And understanding it is exactly what extremely disciplined people learn to do. Here's what nobody tells you about discipline. Extremely disciplined people don't have stronger willpower. They've built what psychologists call an identity behavior system, a way of thinking where their actions are no longer a daily decision. They've changed who they believe they are. Call it the discipline identity shift. It's not about forcing yourself to do hard things. It's about becoming someone for whom those hard things are simply what you do. And it's built through 5 specific psychological principles. Principle 1. They make identity, not goals. Most people set goals. I want to lose weight. I want to be productive. But disciplined people think differently. They don't say, I want to work out. They say, I'm someone who trains. Research in behavioral psychology shows that identity-based habits are significantly more durable than outcome-based goals. When a behavior becomes part of who you are, breaking it feels like betraying yourself. The actionable shift. Stop asking, what do I want to achieve? Ask, what kind of person do I want to become? Then take one small action that person would take. Today. Principle 2. They remove decisions, not add effort. Here's something most people never notice. Willpower isn't a personality trait. Studies suggest it behaves more like a resource. It depletes across the day. Disciplined people don't try harder. They engineer their environment so that the right behavior is the easiest behavior. They lay out the gym clothes the night before. They put the phone in another room. They remove the decision entirely. This is called friction reduction, and it's one of the most powerful psychological tools in behavioral science. Principle 3. They use discomfort as data, not a stop sign. Most people feel resistance and think, this isn't the right time. Disciplined people feel the same resistance and think, this is exactly where growth is. Psychology shows that emotional discomfort triggers the brain's threat response, the same system designed to protect you from danger. But your brain cannot tell the difference between a predator and a difficult task. The difference is interpretation. Extremely disciplined people have trained themselves to read discomfort as a signal that something important is happening, not a reason to stop. Principle 4. They protect their energy, not just their time. This is where disciplined people think in a way most people simply don't. They understand that time management is a myth without energy management. Cognitive science shows that mental performance is directly tied to sleep, nutrition, movement, and recovery. Extremely disciplined people treat their energy like capital. They know that a sharp, rested mind executes better in 2 hours than an exhausted mind does in 8. Discipline, at its highest level, is about sustainable output, not short-term sacrifice. Principle 5. They forgive fast and restart faster. This might be the most underrated psychological principle of all. Research on self-compassion, particularly the work built around what psychologists call self-regulatory recovery, shows that people who forgive themselves quickly after a failure are significantly more likely to get back on track than those who engage in harsh self-criticism. Extremely disciplined people don't have perfect streaks. They have short recovery times. They miss a day. They acknowledge it. They restart. The internal script isn't, I failed. It's, I slipped. What's my next action? So here's what we now know. Extremely disciplined people still feel lazy, still feel tired, still feel like giving up. The difference is that they've stopped letting temporary emotions make permanent decisions. They've built an identity, reduced friction, reframed discomfort, managed their energy, and developed the psychological flexibility to recover without collapsing. Every disciplined person you admire started in the same place you're standing right now. The gap between them and you isn't talent. It isn't time. It isn't luck. It's the decision to understand your own psychology and then use it instead of being used by it. If you want to understand people, master yourself, and build mental strength through real psychology, subscribe to Oria Pixel. Understand people, master yourself.